Hello, show cats and show kittens. It's June here at Team Belly Set Go. I'm Joe, this is Tessa, and every month we have a theme and a move and some combos for you. So here we go. June's theme is you're the whole show. So that just means you're the start, you're the middle, you're the end. You don't have to worry about having anybody else around. Just you dancing in your damn living room is just, it's enough. In fact, it's more than enough. So this month's move is the figure 8, or the infinity symbol, however you want to look at it. So we're here to talk about that today. So let's just remind ourselves about our figure 8s. So a lot of times we think of a figure 8 as drawing the number, yes? But a lot of times in dance, we're going to put that on its side to become our infinity symbol. And you really want to think about that infinity, that concept of eternity, never ending. You're going to juice it out of yourself and milk it for all it's worth. So putting it on its side, you can think about it on diagonals. You can think about it up and down. So many different sizes, shapes, and planes. You're going to think about different parts of your body that you can utilize. So let's start with our hips. You're going to be nice and bent in those knees. So here's some examples of how you could do it. A lot of times in belly dance, we do up to down figure 8s or infinity symbols on their side, or down to up. So let's try that out. I like to start just reminding myself about sliding back and forth. So take your hips and slide right and left and right and left. I'm giving myself a little narrow doorway, right and left. It doesn't have to be big. So we need that slide for our infinity symbol. You're also going to do a little switch of your knees, forward and forward, forward and forward, with one bending more than the other, but they're both bent the whole time. You don't want to lock them out. So if you start putting your slide on top of this, you're going to get that infinity shape starting to happen. Now I'll tell you a quick little story. When I started doing figure 8s, it didn't come naturally to me. It was definitely several classes before I started feeling anything other than like stutter and stop. So please take it very patiently with yourself. You're the whole show. You're fine. There's no race. Just have fun with this, and it will get more fluid and more easy over time. So let's go ahead again, and let's do our down to ups, starting on the right side. Down to up, down to up, down to up, down to up. It's not the size, it's the shape. Nice. Let's take it up to down, up to down, up to down. Beautiful. Okay, now let's take it front to back. I like how this looks, a little variation. Give yourself a little bit of a wider stance. We're going to go horizontally forward to back. So what's going to happen is, let's go ahead and start going forward to the right corner. Shift your carriage so that your right hip is pointing forward, and you're going to bring it towards that front corner, scoop it around the back, slide through center, scoop around the back, slide, scoop, slide, scoop, slide, scoop, slide, scoop. It feels differently and looks a little bit different if you come back to front. Let's start that with the left going back, coming forward. Slide and forward, slide and forward, slide and forward, slide and forward. Juicy, juicy, juicy fruit gum. Nice. One more hip figure 8 I want to show is what I think is technically termed on the sagittal plane, and that means to me, that's how it was taught to me, but that means to me coming simply back to forward, making it kind of three-dimensional. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to allow our butt to come back, up, and forward. So we're going to give this kind of twisty, yummy, ringy goodness. Yes? So here we are with our right hip. Bring it back to forward. Let back to forward. With this particular one, I allow myself, let me show you with my ankles, I allow myself to come up onto the ball of my foot to really drive that hip around. You'll notice with the other ones that I didn't do that. I stayed flat foot. And that's for reasons that will become clear later. But with this particular one, oh, so nice and juicy. Bam. Nice. All right, let's take that figure 8 into another part of our body. Do you want to do the chest, Tessa? Let's do the chest. Okay, same ideas, all different planes, but now we're going to drive it from here. Let's start with down to ups on the right. So take your carriage and just kind of shift it so that Snoop is going that way. Ready? That way. That way. It's still the slide and scoop, slide and scoop, slide and scoop, slide. My shoulders are relaxed. They're not driving the train, but they are just doing what they need to do to get out of the way to facilitate that ride. Nice. Let's try up to down. Up, up. Has a little bit of a different feel. Gorgeous. I will note, personally, anything with the chest came a little bit harder than with the hips. It was a little bit tighter for me. So if you're feeling that, it's okay. You're in good company. All right, let's take it with that horizontal. Let's try it back to front and front to back. Starting on the right, front, scooping around back. Front to back, front to back. Nice. Back to front. Gorgeous. Now, these are not the only, we're not exhausting the opportunities. I would pretty much say figure 8 possibilities go on into infinity. You could come up with so many more on your own. We're just giving you a few. All right, we've also got, even in the head, a figure 8 that we're going to do in our little combo. Just a very nice little small one. Take your dome, ready? To the right, to the left, to the right, to the window, to the wall. Yes? Lovely. And then I'm going to let Tessa demonstrate, I think, the last figure 8 we wanted to talk about, and then I do want to talk about putting them together. But you could consider your floor pattern, your footsteps, as a figure 8. Would you like to show? What did you mean by that? I can edit this out. You had a foot pattern or floor pattern.
Yeah, just making a figure 8 on the floor.
Just walking?
We'll go slow, slow, quick, slow. Well, you could just say walking like a...
All right, so it would be like slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow. Any like rhyme or reason to?
Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. We'll get you one move. Okay. Slow, slow. Quick, new direction. Quick, new direction.
Okay, all right. So with the floor pattern, we're just going to take our footsteps slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Doing it straight to you, it looks like this. Let's start with the right. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Nice. One of those will take us around one side of the loop, and the other will take us around the other side. Starting with the right foot, going to the right, here we go. Slow, slow, quick, quick, new direction, slow, slow, quick, quick, new direction. Bam! Show cats. So the last thing I want to say, and again, you could do this with anything. You could do it with your pinky, you could do it with your toes. But that's where we're going to stop today with what we wanted to show you for figure eights. The last thing I wanted to talk about is how you can connect them. And my gal pal and teacher, Jill Parker, once, I think, described it like a little ray of light that you're going to have going on in one part of your body, and then you're going to connect it to another. So it really doesn't break or stop. You could do an entire choreography or improv just with figure eights, and no one would ever know. They would just be watching juicy delight, and they would love every minute. Okay, so as an example, let's make a figure eight with two different parts of our body, and this is going to illustrate that concept of that ray of light, that ping pong ball of light that's never going to stop. Let's start with our chest. We're going to do the top loop of the figure eight with our chest, up and down. It's going to go up to the right and down to the left. Again, up to the top, down the other side. Now here comes that ping pong ball of light. We're going to shoot it to our hips that are going to do the loop around the back. Then it's going to come back up into the chest. Top loop, bottom loop. Top loop, bottom loop. Top loop, bottom loop. And this could be attached any which way with any movements, with any part of the body, but just string them together with that ping pong ball of juicy light that only you can deliver. Are you ready for our combos, Tessa TrueHeart?